Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.
From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Bengals at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 21. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taylor now to return it. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the 1st drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And here's Taylor on the return.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 1, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, Patterson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Logan Wilson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Troy Anderson
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
He's going to keep this again. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
First down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
Here we go.
From the 29, Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And it's 3rd and 4. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. That is taken in by Hurst. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing... Touchdown, Falcons! He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Looking for London on the out route complete.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, and it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On third down, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Burrow.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts,
37 yards.
and the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. He'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
They motion the running back out left.
Ritter will throw for it.
And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Burrow on play action.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Stop.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores. The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff to Mixon.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They'll roll him out right. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here.
Open man completes it to Claypool. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown!
Chase Claypool.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is taken at the 15. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts finding space at the 40.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. throw again. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
2nd and 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
11 mighty.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. When they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.